Eureka, Eureka, or I found it, are the famous words uttered by Greek mathematician Archimedes. The Archimedes principle is a principle which I'm sure most of you would have read about or understood while in school. No, this is not a physics class. However, there are a few events from the life of this Greek mathematician which I would prefer to share with you today. Archimedes was born in a province called Syracuse, which was a part of the Greek Empire. In fact, now Syracuse is a part of Italy. That point of time, it was a part of the Greek Empire. Archimedes lived between 272 and 212 BC. His father was an astronomer by the name of Phidias. Now, Phidias had a very strong liking to his son Archimedes, which is natural. At a very young age, Archimedes showed the promise of being a prodigy. Phidias, his father, realized that this young boy has the spark of a mathematical genius. However, there was a problem. Now, for mathematics or for that any other domain, patience and focus is absolutely necessary for anyone to make a mark in that specific sphere. Unfortunately, Archimedes, in spite of his inherent talent, was extremely hyperactive. He had a major problem focusing on various elements, and that's what troubled Phidias. So one day, Archimedes' father Phidias sat Archimedes down and told him, "Boy, you are a genius in the making. However, you also have a problem of focus. You are unable to focus, and that's going to be an impediment for you to achieve success and become a great mathematician that you ought to be." Now, Archimedes looked up to his father and he requested his father to suggest a way whereby he could become more focused and overcome his obstacle. So, Phidias told him, any mathematical problem that you're solving or that you're attempting to solve, once you sit to solve it, never get up till you've found a solution. Archimedes took this principle or advice to heart, and from that day on, whenever he sat down to solve a mathematical problem, he ensured that he never got up, even if it took a few hours or a few days. He never got up till he actually solved it. And because of this, he became really strong at what he needed to do. He became focused, he was able to control his hyperactiveness, and progressively he became popular and well known as a mathematician. In fact, the ruler of the Greek Empire appreciated and acknowledged his efforts. He also had a lot of followers and disciples, and his name took him to places. This element of focus was something that he was able to work on. Unfortunately, there was also a tragedy which is less because of Archimedes' focus and more about someone else's fit of rage. Now, in the year 212 BC, this particular province where Archimedes was residing was attacked by the Romans. The Romans entered the city and captured it. The Roman army was led by a military general named Marcellus. Marcellus had heard a lot about Archimedes and he was keen on meeting Archimedes, especially because of the fact that he himself was interested in mathematics. So, one of the first things that Marcellus decided to do once he took charge of this particular city, which is Syracuse, he sent his top soldiers to respectfully bring Archimedes to meet him. So Marcellus' soldiers went to Archimedes' house to request him to accompany them to meet Marcellus. Now, at the time these soldiers reached this particular house of Archimedes, at that point of time, Archimedes was working on a problem, a mathematical diagram. So he said to the soldiers that I would only be able to come to meet your general once I'm done with this particular problem. So the soldiers decided to be patient and they waited for a few minutes, which became a few hours. Again, one of the soldiers went and requested Archimedes, who was sitting on his table and working on this particular mathematical problem, requesting him to accompany them to meet Marcellus. However, Archimedes very clearly told that I would not come with you till I solve this particular problem. This particular soldier was hot-headed. On hearing no for the second time, he just took his sword and killed Archimedes on the spot. It was an unfortunate event and really sad as to the turn of events. In fact, when Marcellus came to know as to what had transpired, he was absolutely aghast and he was really sad that one of his soldiers killed Archimedes on account of this. So Archimedes overcame his inability to focus. He took things to heart, and in spite of this tragic event, which, as I mentioned earlier, had nothing to do with his focus, it had more to do with this particular Roman soldier unable to control his emotions. It goes on to say as to the importance of being focused in whatever we do. One of the important or vital factors for us to grow and thrive in life is the element of focus. So through the life and these few incidents, positive as well as tragic, you would have got insights into the element of focus. Remain focused, of course, create a balance and ensure that you achieve the success that you need to. Thank you very much.